shave fans. Today I wanted to give another go for the Wilkinson Sword blade made in Germany. Yesterday I did the Wilkinson Sword made in Germany versus the Wilkinson Sword made in England, and I was kind of ended up inconclusive at the end there. So I wanted to give another shave to the made in Germany blade. And for today's shave I'm going to be using my Mercury HD 34C. It's a razor that gives me a very consistent shave, so I can really get a feel for what the blade is doing and without very many variables. So I will be using that one. The soap today, I'm going to be using the Razor Rock Brain Freeze, and this is a essential oil of eucalyptus and menthol soap, and you can definitely smell those in there, but it's not nearly as strong as I thought it was going to be with a name like Brain Freeze. I really thought it was going to light my face a little more than it does. But that being said, it's not overly strong, it's not offensive, and it lathers great. So for my brush today, I'm going to be using the AK Power Synthetic, which I've talked about previously. This brush is great for anybody who likes a little more backbone than some of the other synthetics give them. But it's still got that silky smooth and soft tips. All right. This soap is semi-soft, so it doesn't take too much to load it up. For the bowl today, I'm going to be using the old standby from the cupboard. It's just exactly the right size. I always love the way that, well, all of these soaps, you know, you smell them before they get wet, and it's got a good scent, but when you get them wet, especially if you're using warm water, then that scent really just blooms out. Speaking of blooming, you probably maybe have noticed that I don't tend to bloom my soaps, and I don't know if that is because I use synthetic brushes or not, but I just don't seem to need to. Even my hard puck soaps, I don't need to bloom, or I don't feel that I need to bloom to get a great and easy lather out of. Oh yeah, this stuff is some great soap. I just got out of the shower moments ago before turning on the camera, so everything should be well hydrated. All right, let's give this German blade another go. Let me get a choke down in there. Depending on how this first pass goes, I may switch over to the English version to see. Every time I use the 34C, I just am reminded about why it is just like one of the most recommended razors. It just is a great shaver. Extremely consistent results. I suppose the only thing I could wish for with it would be that it was a 3-piece instead of 2. So I'll probably have to try some of the other Merkur 3-pieces and see which of them's closest. I like the idea of being able to switch out the handles maybe. Of course, changing the handle can really change the dynamic of a blade, so we'll have to see. All right, second pass. Just look at how much crazy lather I've got going on with this soap. A great soap. All right, second pass here. And actually I'm going to go across the grain. So really, I would say that the German blade is probably so close that I might be noticing differences from blade to blade. You know how sometimes just different blades have slightly different feels, and if you're really trying to pay attention like I am, trying to choose between the two, or give you some sort of feedback between the two, then I may be noticing things that don't actually exist. So I have to say that really the German factory is doing, as from what I can tell, just as good of a job. For my face, these blades, I really can't, I don't feel the blade on my face. I don't feel it cutting through the hairs. It just zips right through for me. So I am really impressed. I'm a little bit sad because they're a lot more expensive than some of the other blades. I'd like to find a blade that I could get, you know, for about 10 or 12 cents a piece in a 100 pack. But there's lots more blades to try, so I'll keep on going. All right, do a third pass. I got some of that soap up my nose. Oh, it's not really burning, but it's making it itch pretty good. third pass. And I'll be going against the grain on the top and just across the grain again on the bottom. Alrighty. Now for some cleanup. Probably still have enough to do another 2 or 3 passes in there. Oh yeah, just a crazy amount of soap. That brush really whips up the lather. That extra backbone, I think, really makes a difference. Clipped one of my bumps there. Pretty good. All right, there we go. That is baby butt smooth up top. And a darn fine shave down below. All right, for my post shave, since I got some weepers and one of them's pretty good, I'm gonna go ahead and use the alum. Just hold it on there for a few seconds, give it a chance to do its thing. And for the aftershave, I feel like a little bit of something today. Instead of just going with some moisturizing lotion. So I'm going to use the Nivea Sensitive, and I got the cooling post shave. So it doesn't have a huge amount of cooling, but it's pretty good stuff. I like it pretty well. I have to say, for anybody who's seen any of my previous videos, this is not as good as the Soap Commander Balm, Or at least I don't like it as, quite as much. I love that stuff. But this is available locally because you can pick it up at Walmart, or I think Target has it. Just about any of the big stores have it. And I think I paid $5.50 for it at Walmart. So it's about half the price or so. A little bit out there. Half the price without shipping. You had shipping in. If that was the only thing you were going to order from Soap Commander, well, you'd be looking at another $6 on top. Which isn't a big deal if you're, ordering like I would want to. It'd be, order a few great things from them. A few different soaps, a few of their different aftershaves. I really like their balms. They're awesome. But one thing that's nice about the Nivea is it doesn't have a real strong scent. So since it's night and I'm going to bed, it isn't going to be, I'm not wasting a lot of good scent or expensive product. And it does a pretty good job. All right, so my thoughts about the blade. Really, I've already said, I think that's pretty much as good. Maybe just a hair under what I've experienced with the Made in England blade. So, but not such a big difference that I wouldn't buy these or anything like this. This is still probably, that Wilkinson Sword is still probably so far, my favorite blade. For me and my face. And of course, every face is different. Every person is different. So your mileage may vary. But I like the blade. I am glad that I have a few of the Made in England ones to continue trying out. I think I got them with a vintage razor, probably off of the Bay. All right, gents, ladies and gentlemen, I suppose there could definitely be some ladies watching. Have a great evening.